Hey everybody, welcome back to Active Self-Protection Extra. It's Mantis Monday. Time to try a new one. Here we go.
Today's video is brought to us by Mantis. The Mantis family of products is integral to ASP staff building handgun and carbine skills and are your most economical and fastest path to improvement in your skills too. Whether you choose the X10, the Laser Academy, the Blackbeard, or use them all in concert, they will help your practice be more effective, efficient, and fun. Go check them out, pick up a unit, and thank them for sponsoring today's video.
All right, if you've been following along or if you haven't, we've been working through a ton of the different drills that the Mantis X10 has for our pistol shooting. Haven't even got into any of the stuff for rifles, long gun, shotguns, Blackbeard, Laser Academy, any of that kind of stuff. All that stuff we've got planned and it's coming. But I want to spend a little bit more time here with the Mantis X because there's just a ton of stuff to it. It can really help you become a better shooter. Okay, so one of the new pieces here that's at least new to me, and again, if you've been following along, you know mine collected dust for way too long too, is the daily challenge. And today as I open this thing up, I see that the daily challenge is marked the Duel. And so when here, let me go back, let me start my screen recording. So with the X10 Elite unit, you're going to see your holster draw analysis, your recoil meter, and then right underneath that is going to be the daily challenge. Today it's the Duel. So if I click on that Duel, it's going to tell me start with my back towards the target. Okay. On the buzzer, turn, draw, and fire one shot, and I'm going to repeat that 10 times. So my gut will tell me here that that is going to basically be, it's going to be similar to like a benchmark, but I'm going to implement the draw in there as well. So one thing I have to consider is when I'm drawing, depending on what scores I want, you know, I can get out there and get pretty quick. I can read my dot and see where I'm at and throw them. This is my guess is going to be measuring the, you know, the 0 to 100. And so if I want those better scores, I do have to spend a little bit more time out there seeing my dot. So let's see what we see. All right, so I'm going to set that down right there, hopefully so I can hear it. I'll face this way. Target rack back here behind me. I've got my VP9 out here, barrel blocked up, and I've got the Mantis unit down here on the mag plate adapter. Makes it so that I can do the holster work without any trouble here. So here we go. Okay, and then it's going to tell me holster the firearm and stand by. I don't know how much break it's going to give me.
81.
Ooh. Got to kind of hang out there. I'm seeing my dot, but then I want to hang out there to get a better score.
28.
Didn't hang out very long there. Didn't get a very good score.
24.
Turn my dot up a little bit. I absolutely got that hit on target too. Went fast enough, I don't even think I caught that one. Okay, so now let's see what we got here because I've never done this. So my score was a 68.8, was better than 8% of shooters. So 92% of the people that have done this are better than me at it. Now, let's see here. It doesn't give me anything about the speed. but basically that tells me I did a pretty poor job at whatever their design here was. I would say that of those hits, now I'm aiming at a pretty small target over here. I'm getting my hits on every one of those as I'm reading my dot, but I'm not slowing down to get that 90% hit. So if I play this as a benchmark from the draw, I can, of course, you've probably seen me do benchmarks in the high 90s, so we can do that. But here's the cool thing, it did say the average time was 1.97, so it does show the draw times. It just isn't really measuring that for any particular part of the drill, as far as I can tell. I might be wrong, but let's scroll over here and see what we see. You can see that 3 was the 20 and the 3 were pretty bad. Everything else was above a 60. I think when you're drawing and you're working at some sort of speed like that, your scores it's going to be pretty hard to be in the 80s and 90s, just simply because you got so much motion going forward as you go. So you know what, guys, go check out the daily challenges on the Mantis unit. There's different ones every day. They're pretty fun. I've had a good time with them. You learn something if you try. You can do it at the way that you train. I typically train at some sort of speed or something along those lines, and I can still learn from this and see stuff. If I'm going super, slow is not the right. If I'm being very particular to get above 90, I can do that. I can turn around, draw, see it out there, and then press that trigger nice and easy and still get those 90s. We can all do that, but push yourself, see where you're at with your training. You've got to be able to look inward too and see what you can figure out from what you're reading off of this. Have some fun with it. See you next time.